Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy HNA back with a brand new video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys my Premier League predictions for the 20 to 21 Premier League season. I'm not going to be predicting the whole table, but I'm going to be doing the bottom three, the three teams that get relegated, the top six, the manager of the season, the signing of the season, the player of the season, and a young player of the season as well. Please make sure you smash a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. It really helped me out. And yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna be starting off with who I think will be the young player of the season, and I think that person will be Mason Greenwood. Greenwood will only be 19 by the time the season finishes, so he is still pretty young, is still in his teens, and after his stunning debut season where he scored 10 goals, I do think he will continue to improve. Greenwood just looks like such a very good, talented young prospect, and it feels like he is a superstar in the making. I do think that his game time will be slightly limited because I think Man U will probably get Sancho, so it will mean that he won't play as much. But I still do think that when he does play, he will definitely take the opportunity well and grasp it with two hands, because he is just such a good young player, and I think this kid really has a bright future ahead of him. Now moving on to the signing of the season. This signing isn't actually confirmed when I'm making the video, but I think it will be Jadon Sancho to Manchester United. I know that it may not happen, but obviously the transfer window shuts on October the 5th, so it's still about 3 weeks left until the transfer window shuts from the start of the season. It's very unlikely that Man United won't sign Sancho because it's been in the news for the past 6 months. We haven't stopped hearing about it, so I definitely think that Sancho will go to Man U, and I believe he will be the signing of the season. If you're going by the confirmed signings, I'd probably go for Timo Werner at Chelsea. I definitely think that was a great signing for Chelsea. Liverpool were after him and Chelsea just snatched him off their hands. From what I've seen of Werner, he's definitely very talented, a natural goal scorer, and I feel that he'll definitely do well for Chelsea next season. So if you're going for confirmed signings, then it's Timo Werner, but I do think the Sancho transfer will happen, so my signing of the season is going to be Jadon Sancho. Now guys, I'm going to be picking my manager of the season. This was a tough decision because I know most people will probably expect me to say Klopp or Guardiola, but I'm actually going to go for Lampard. Frank Lampard was nominated for the manager of the season last year, after having made no transfers and helped Chelsea get a Champions League spot. And after strengthening his squad massively this summer, I feel that Chelsea will be serious title contenders, and even if they don't win the title, even if they finish second, I would still believe that Lampard will get the manager of the season. As a club, I don't really like Chelsea, but as a manager, I think what Frank Lampard is doing is just amazing. A young English manager coming through. I really like his tactics and the way he gives opportunity to some of the youth players like Mason Mount, Reece James, Tammy Abraham. I do think that Lampard will probably edge the likes of Guardiola and Klopp, Arteta, Mourinho, Solskjaer, just because I think his style of play is really modern, and it's just so good. Now for the bottom three, these are the three clubs which I think will get relegated from the Premier League, and it definitely does get interesting here. The three clubs which I believe will go down next season are West Bromwich Albion, Fulham and Aston Villa. In terms of West Brom and Fulham, I feel that their squads aren't good enough to compete in the Premier League. I don't think they'll be able to stay up because they haven't really strengthened their squad a lot during the transfer window. And of course that's not their fault. Obviously there has been a pandemic, so clubs aren't going to have that much money to spend, but I just don't see the squads of Fulham and West Brom lasting in the Premier League. Like it's much tougher than the Championship. As for the third choice, I picked Aston Villa simply because they just about scraped safety last season. If it wasn't for Jack Grealish's heroics over last season, then I do think that Villa would have gone down. I think that Grealish will probably still stay at Villa, but I just don't think he on his own can keep him up, because obviously it is you can't just rely on one person. So yeah, I do think that Villa will probably go down. If not Villa, I do believe it will be Brighton, just because I feel like they've been in the Premier League for a couple of seasons now. They've been alright, but the squad is starting to get old, so perhaps they might go down, but I've picked Aston Villa. Now this is where it gets really juicy, guys. The top 6, who's gonna finish in the Europa League places, the Champions League places, and of course who is gonna win the title. In 6th place, I think it'll be Arsenal. I don't think that Arsenal have the quality of players to finish in the top 4. They've signed Willian obviously from Chelsea, and they've also got Gabriel from Lille, but I just don't think they're signings that can push you into the Champions League. I do still think there are big holes in Arsenal's midfield. Dani Ceballos has obviously gone back to Real Madrid, and what's going on with Mesut Ozil? He's been at the club for the last 3 years. He's been at the club. Seems like he's barely even played. I do really like Mikel Arteta as a manager, but I just don't think he has the squad to really challenge for the top 4. So yeah, they're over reliant on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, a bit like Villa were on Jack Grealish. So that's why I do believe Arsenal will finish 6th. In 5th place, I've gone for Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs. Just because I don't see him getting top 4, because I don't really rate Mourinho as a manager anymore. I think his tactics don't really work in the Premier League anymore. They have obviously signed Matt Doherty from Wolves, and they've also brought in Højbjerg from Southampton, but I still believe they need to get another centre back in Spurs, because obviously Jan Vertonghen's left, and Aurier is going to leave as well, so I feel that defensively they are a bit short of options. I do definitely think that Spurs have some very talented players up front, the likes of Kane, Son, Dele Alli, Bergwijn, Mora, but I just don't feel they have the depth at the back particularly, and I feel some of those guys do get injured quite a lot. So that is why I do believe Spurs will miss out on the Champions League. So I think they'll finish 5th. In 4th place, you guys are probably going to be shocked at this, but I'm going to put Chelsea in 4th. And the reason for this is mainly because I know they have signed loads of players. Obviously Werner's come in, Chilwell, Thiago Silva has come in as well, Ziyech. It looks like they're probably going to get Havertz as well, so they've signed some quality players. However, they haven't improved the one position that they most needed to improve this summer, and that is in goal. Last season was a disastrous season for Kepa Arrizabalaga. he made like so much errors leading to goal. Like he was just such a big flop. Has been such a big flop at Chelsea over the last 2 years. And obviously the other goalie, Caballero, is what, 38, 39. I don't feel that he's good enough to like win you a title. Unless Chelsea do sign like a really good goalie, then I don't really see him getting higher than fourth, because they may have got like all these good players like in the midfield and going forward, but they haven't really strengthened like in the position that they most needed another player in. And to be fair, like the defense isn't really that strong as well. Like the centre backs, obviously they brought in Thiago Silva, but he's what, 35, 36 years old, so he's obviously not gonna be good enough anymore. Obviously the defenders that were already at Chelsea, like the likes of Rudiger, Christensen, Zuma, Tomori, I just don't think they're anywhere near the levels of like Van Dijk or Laporte. So I do think that Chelsea will finish fourth. In third place, I know I'm gonna get roasted in the comment section for this, but I think it'll be Liverpool. I just think that Liverpool haven't really strengthened their squad like a lot in the summer. Obviously they brought in that left back, Kostas to Simkas, but apart from that, like there's not been any real like signings. I remember when they were linked with Werner like back in June, and obviously they didn't get that deal done because they couldn't afford him. They also linked with Thiago, who could potentially go there, but I just don't think Liverpool can afford him, because if they can't afford Werner, like I don't really think they can afford Thiago either. And obviously Dejan Lovren has left Liverpool as well, so they've only got like 3 centre backs in Van Dijk, Gomez and Matip. So like, if Van Dijk gets injured, or like even Gomez, then I do really worry for them, because they don't have that much options. There's also talks of Wijnaldum leaving to Barcelona. So yeah, like I don't like, ever since Liverpool won the Champions League last year, like they needed more players to. I know they won the league this year, however, I just felt like they need more quality signings if they want to keep challenging and winning the league or the Champions League every year, and I don't think Klopp has done that. And don't get me wrong, they do obviously have such a great squad, the likes of Salah, Mane, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Alisson, all world-class players, but I feel that they do need a lot of like players just like in case they get injured, because I don't think their bench is that good really. So yeah, that's why I think Liverpool will finish third. In second place, I think it will be Manchester United. I do think that Man United definitely this season can challenge for the Premier League title. It looks like they bought in Donny van der Beek. They're probably going to bring in Jadon Sancho as well, and they could bring in a centre back as well. Like Man United squad like seems really good. Man United are actually top of the table since Bruno came back in January. We haven't actually lost a game since Bruno's came, which is quite sick. I do think that Man United are capable of beating anyone on their day, and obviously with the addition of Sancho maybe and Van der Beek, I do think they look like a real threat to the likes of Man City and Liverpool. And obviously last season Pogba was out for like pretty much the whole season. Rashford was out for large chunks of the season, and Martial also missed quite a bit as well. So I think that if those players can keep fit, United can definitely challenge for the title, and who knows, they can even win it. But of course that means that in first place, I think the champions of the Premier League next year will be Manchester City. I think after losing the title last season to Liverpool by 19 points was it, or 18 points. City will definitely want to try and win the league back. Pep will definitely want to bring in a lot of signings this summer. He's already bought in Ferran Torres and Nathan Ake, and I do think he will strengthen the squad a lot more as well. There is talks of Man City signing Koulibaly, who would just be a great addition at the back and definitely fix their defence, which was so poor last season. That is why I do believe City will win the league. So guys, that has been my Premier League predictions for the 2020 to 21 Premier League season. Let me know in the comment section below what your predictions are for this season, and what do you think of my predictions, because I do think that you guys will probably think some of them are quite controversial. But yeah, just let me know down below like what you think of my predictions. Make sure you also smash a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.
Listen.